to Cheyenne Reads. I'm Cheyenne, and today I'm going to be doing a book haul. I thrifted most of these books after going to a used bookstore in my town and to the Goodwill nearby me, and I got a whole collection of books, but I also bought some books on Prime Day because Amazon was doing this buy one book or buy two books get one free or something like that. So I took that deal and I ran with it, and I was like, okay, I need this. We're in a different position today because the lighting is just terrible. For some reason there's like a sun cast on my face going towards my bookshelves, and I'm like, okay, I really want to get this filmed, really want to get this done. I have a free day, and I'm like, okay, let's just do it. We're in front of my bed. I'm sitting on my bed right now. So I bought a lot of romance books. Like, I've been in a romance mood, and I guess we'll start off with the historical romance or historical fiction, and it's Tessa Dare's Do You Want to Start a Scandal? And here's the book. It's so pretty. It has a step back. This is my first step back, if I'm saying that right. And look at this dress, okay? Basically, on the night of the Parkhurst ball, someone had a scandalous tryst in the library, and everyone believes it's Charlotte Highwood, but she know it wasn't her. And basically everyone's accusing her of having something scandalous going on with someone else, and she falls in love with this guy or whatever. So she falls in love with this guy, and their passion is intense, the danger is real. Soon Charlotte's feeling torn. Will she risk all to prove her innocence or surrender to a man who's sworn to never love? And basically the love interest in this book is Piers Brandon, Lord Granville, the coldest, most arrogantly handsome gentleman she's ever had the misfortune to embrace. So like, this seems like it's gonna be super angsty. Not like super angsty, but like I'm guessing like there's gonna be some pushback. Like, she's obviously gonna be, what is the word I'm looking for? Like, she's not going to fall in love with him easily. Like, she's torn between that, and like that's what caught me, and that's why I wanted to read this book. And it's a Tessa Dare book, and I know like I've read part of one of Tessa Dare's books and I never finished it, even though I want to. And like, I really want to do a historical romance reading vlog because this is my third one. I have two other books by Beverly Jenkins. If you've seen one of my vlogs, I think I hauled two of them for you guys. So like, yeah, check it out. I'm going to be reading 3 books, 1 by Tessa Dare, 2 by Beverly Jenkins, and maybe I might make it a series of reading historical romances if I really like them. The next book that I got was Water for Elephants by Sarah Gruen. Here it is, and it's apparently a major motion picture and the #1 New York Times bestseller. It was $1.99, which was a steal. So I just picked this up because I like the cover and it seemed romantic. It says, as a young man, Jacob Jankowski was tossed by fate onto a rickety train that was home to the Benzini brothers' most spectacular show on earth. It was the early part of the Great Depression, and for Jacob, the circus was both his salvation and a living hell. A veterinary student, just shy of a degree, he was put in charge of caring for the circus menagerie. It was there that he met Marlena, the beautiful equestrian star married to August, the charismatic but twisted animal trainer, and he met Rosie, an untrainable elephant, who was the great gray hope for this third traveling show. The bond that grew among this unlikely trio was ultimately their only hope for survival. So I'm excited to read this. Maybe I'll even watch the movie after I read this, but I'm very excited. The next book, when I found this at the used bookstore, oh my gosh, I was like, okay, I need to pick this book up because I've been wanting to read this series, and I've even checked it out from the library. I just never got around to reading it. Like, I don't know why, but it's To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. So I'm sure everyone knows what this book about. Basically, this girl writes love letters to guys, and then I think her sister sends it out because I've seen the movie. And I really, really, really want to read this. I really want to get into it. I know a lot of booktubers love this book. I really like the movie, but I feel like I would like the book even more because I love reading books. So yes, I'm gonna be reading this maybe for a vlog. Let me know if you guys would want that. Please let me know, because I want to do a lot of vlogs. I want to read a lot this month. There's a Thanksgiving break this month for school, so I will be reading, I will be eating, and I will be vlogging. Another book I just recently picked up, it was $2.99 at Goodwill, and it's Fallen by Lauren Kate. I have read this book, so it will be a reread. It says, what if the person you were meant to be with can never be yours? And I don't remember too much about this book. I just know I read this book. It says, there's something achingly familiar about Daniel Grigori. Mysterious and aloof, he captures Luce Price's attention from the moment she sees him on her first day at Sword and Cross boarding school in Savannah. He's the one bright spot in the place where cell phones are forbidden. The other students are screw-ups and security cameras watch every move. Except Daniel wants nothing to do with Luce. He goes out of his way to make that very clear. But she can't let it go. Drawn to him like a moth to a flame, Luce has to find out what Daniel is so desperate to keep secret, even if it kills her. Dangerously exciting and darkly romantic, Fallen is a page-turning thriller in the ultimate love story. So let me know if you've read this. Let me know if you would possibly want to buddy read this with me, or any of these books that I'm hauling. But yeah, I'm really, really excited to get back into this. I don't remember anything that happened, so I'm excited. So I believe this is the last book that I thrifted, and it's Aragon by Christopher Paolini, and this was 99 cents. Oh no, I have one more book that I thrifted, but yeah. It says, One Boy, One Dragon, A World of Adventure. When Aragon finds a polished blue stone in the forest, he thinks it is the lucky discovery of a poor farm boy. Perhaps will buy his family meat for the winter. But when the stone brings a dragon hatchling, Aragon soon realizes he has stumbled upon a legacy nearly as old as the Empire itself. Overnight, his simple life is shattered, and he is thrust into a perilous new world of destiny, magic, and power. With only an ancient sword and the advice of a storyteller for guidance, Aragon and the fledgling dragon must navigate the dangerous terrain and dark enemies of an empire ruled by a king whose evils knows no bounds. Can Aragon take up the mantle of the legendary dragon riders? The fate of the empire may rest in his hands. So I saw this book, and I've seen this book around BookTube, like on people that I don't really watch, because I feel like this is kind of a series I'm not that into. Like, I've never really seen anybody that I watch talk about the series heavily. So I'm like, okay, well, I still want to read it. I need to branch out of my comfort zone and read something new. I believe the boy in this book is 15 years old, so I don't know if this would be considered a middle grade or just young adult. Let me know. I'll look it up, and I'm excited to get into Aragon. So the final book that I thrifted, it was $1, and I was gonna buy this at the used bookstore, and it was gonna be $5, and I was like, no, I'll just order it online from Amazon. I might as well pay the real price if I'm gonna pay $5. I think it's like $1 more on Amazon, and then I could get it brand new. But then I went to Goodwill like the next day, I believe, and I saw it there for $1, and I was like, okay, no, I'm getting it from here, and it's in even better condition than the bookstore had it, and it's The Lightning Thief, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. And this is about Percy Jackson who goes to a boarding school, and he's about to get kicked out, and lately mythological monsters and the gods of Mount Olympus seem to be walking straight out of the pages of Percy's Greek mythology, so he goes on this adventure. I've seen the movie, I've never read the series. I wish I could say I read this when I was younger, but like the books I was reading when I was younger were like Maximum Ride, The Hunger Games, Divergent, Insurgent, Allegiant, like books like that. The Match trilogy, I believe. Bad Girls Don't Die, series like that. So like I never really got much into reading his books, but I really, really, really want to read them now, and I want to collect all the books from this series, and maybe I definitely want to do a reading vlog for this month. There's just so many books I gotta get to this month. Okay, so we're on to books from the Amazon sale that I ordered from, The first book I'm going to start off with is Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn, and this book is about like these Mistborns are like people who can have like special powers, and the main character in the book is a Mistborn, and it says, once a hero arose to save the world, he failed. Ever since, the world has been a wasteland of ash and mist controlled by the immortal emperor known as the Lord Ruler. But hope survives. A new uprising is forming, one built around the ultimate caper, the cunning of a brilliant criminal mastermind, and the determination of an unlikely heroine. A street urchin who must learn to master the power of a Mistborn. So I'm 63 pages into this book, and basically it seems like there's people in this book who are like at the bottom of the food chain, and they're just treated terribly, and they're like slaves basically, working all day. And there's also other people who don't want that lifestyle for themselves, and they're like street thieves, and they steal, they kill, like they're just out to they abuse one another. And I'm really into this book. I put it down for a minute because I wanted to read something else, but I will be picking this back up this month and finishing it. I love this book. I've been wanting to read it for a while. I've been wanting to buy it for a while too, because I've heard so much good things about it. And Brandon Sanderson's world building in this book so far has seemed really, really, really amazing, really interesting. And I mean, when I read a book, I'm not always interested in the world. I'm more interested in the characters. I guess I'm a more character-driven reader. So going into this book, I was like, okay, there might be a lot of world building, but like I love it, and I love the two main characters in this book, Kelsier and Vin, I believe. Yeah. So yeah. And the next book that I bought is The Prayer of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. And I've started this book before, but I put it down. I didn't DNF it. I just put it down and didn't finish it. And I decided I want to buy it. I want to own it. It says, the House of Birthnet has ruled ends for 1,000 years. Still unwed, Queen Sabrin IX must conceive a daughter to protect her realm from destruction. But assassins are getting closer to her door. E. Durian is an outsider at court. Though she has risen to the position of lady-in-waiting, she is loyal to a hidden society of mages. Ede keeps a watchful eye on Sabrin, secretly protecting her with forbidden magic. Across the dark sea, Tane has trained to be a dragon rider since she was a child, but is forced to make a choice that could see her life unravel. Meanwhile, the divided East and West refuse to parley, and forces of chaos are rising from their sleep. So I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I really, really want to read this. This is a big book, but I really want to read this month. Currently, I'm reading Scythe, and this might be my next read. I just don't know. So I will be posting a TBR this month, and you guys will be seeing all of what I'm reading. The last book I got is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, and I picked this book up because I had went thrifting a few months ago, and I found the fourth book. It was only $3. I was like, okay, I have to get this, and now I just want the whole series. Even though the fourth is in a hardcover, and this is a paperback, like, I don't really care. Like, I don't care if I have mixed books. Like, they're mine. They're my babies. So, it says, 2 men love her, the whole land fears her, only she can save them all. In a world without magic, an assassin is summoned to the castle. She comes not to kill the vicious king who rules from his throne of glass, but to win her freedom. If she defeats 23 killers, thieves, and warriors in a competition, she will be released from prison to serve as the king's champion. Her name is Selena Sardothian. The crown prince will provoke her, the captain of the guard will protect her, and a princess from a faraway land will befriend her. But something evil dwells in the castle and is there to kill. When her competitors start dying one by one, Selena's fight for freedom becomes her fight for survival, in a desperate quest to root out the evil before it destroys her world. So, I'm definitely excited to get into this. I kind of want to read this month too. It's November 1st today, if you didn't know. I keep saying this month. Like, what? You guys don't know when I'm filming this. I really want to read this. I really want to get to it. And, yeah, that's all of the books that I bought this month. I did buy Crescent City on the Kindle. I'm sure everyone knows what that is about. But yeah, this is just like the physical books I bought. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you guys have read any of these books. Let me know what you think about them. If you want me to make a vlog of any of these books, please let me know. I will try my hardest to do that. And also, I'm doing a video where I'm reading my subscribers or followers on Instagram or on Twitter's favorite books. So if you would like me to read your favorite book, comment it down below. And I want to make this into a series, so just let me know what book you would like me to read. I'll check it out. I might get it from my library. If it's good enough, I might even buy it if I'm not interested in it. So just let me know. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.